Kevin Cassius, IFL TV here at Fredericks in North London. With me I've got Billy Joe Saunders. Well, Billy was meant to be here for a press conference for you and Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. hasn't turned up today, so have you got any comments about that?
He knows, Coogan, listen mate, he knows if he turned up he'd probably get slapped. He's too frightened to turn up because he knows what I do to him probably. Probably get fined off the ball of control.
So you obviously are not fighting each other, but you're put on there because you're fighting on the undercard of Chisora Fury.
Well, listen, I'm chief support. He's not even. He's just a little 6-round fighter, and he's not. I think really he makes the show look terrible with him on it. Any show with him on it is terrible because people just want to smash the place out of him in it.
Let's talk about you for a minute. You've got a tough fight, fighting for the European title. If you come through this fight, Frank Warren said it's very likely that you'll be put #1 for obviously mandatory for Peter Quillen's title. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, exciting, isn't it? I mean, it's something to look forward to. I think that the fight I've got coming is going to be a tough fight, but you know I should handle it comfortably. And Peter Quillen, obviously, he's a good champion. I mean, he's there to be beaten, though. I think, and in my heart of hearts, I know I can beat him. And you know, Frank made that fight, especially over here, being my dream come true.
You obviously talked to me in the press conference about injuries, and if you hadn't had injuries, you could have been a little bit more further on your career. But after the fights you've had, are you happy with the stage you're at now, that you're fighting for the European title, on the verge possibly of a world title shot?
I mean, I've come from the channels. I've done it Southern area, Commonwealth, British, now European. You know, hopefully win the European, please God. Then look on for the WBO. But you know, you can't help injuries. It's one of them things, isn't it? You've got to get on and come back the best you can. And you know, I thank God I've done that. And you know, I'm here today. I'm ready for the 26th of July. Well, getting ready for the 26th of July, shall I say?
How much research or studying have you done of your opponent for the 26th?
Done a little bit of him. See he's fighting Germany. You know, you can't really take too much of him fighting in Italy, fighting, you know, in these little small shows, fighting, you know, somebody that just pick out of the gym to fight him. You know, he ain't got many stoppages. He's got 5 stoppages out of 22, so he's not the biggest of punchers. But you know, I think that of what I've seen of him, I'll take care of him comfortably.
Do you see Peter Quillen as the weaker of the middleweight champions?
I wouldn't say. Listen, there's no world champion like weaker, but you know, I can see what you're saying. Out of the Golovkin or Peter Quillen, obviously the one you're going to choose for a world title is Peter Quillen to fight. You know, technically he's not the best. I don't think he had a lot of amateur experience. I know you can't go much on that, but it helps. I think that Peter Quillen's definitely the one to take out of the lot at the minute. I think did Sturm get beat the weekend? He got beat the weekend, yeah. So you know, I think that you got to look at that and take that into consideration. That you know that he is the one out there that you can stay to be beaten.
I did an interview recently with Peter Quillen. Did you watch that interview, Bill?
I did see it. Yeah, I saw the interview. Yeah, he seems like a nice fella, doesn't he? All them Americans, they go overboard a little bit, but you know, I suppose that's what they do to sell the fight. Yeah, he seems a decent and genuine enough fella.
Well, he's obviously, you being #1 with the WBO, he's obviously going to be taking note of you now because it's a fight that's potentially going to happen for him. So, message to him is he better do his research as well. And you.
Listen, I don't care who it is and who it ain't. Whoever fights me, there'll be no easy walk in the park for nobody in the world. Listen, I'm not going saying now like it's some silly, stupid people that I beat Golovkin. But I know if I got in the ring with Golovkin, he wouldn't have everything his own way. Definitely not, 100%. And you know, I'm only 24, but I've got time. Yeah, I mean, Peter Quillen, if you know, he needs to start looking and studying now because he thinks he's going to turn up and beat me on the night. Very much mistaken.
The idea, I suppose, behind getting you two together, obviously, there's been a bit of words going on between you and Chris Eubank Jr. But is this a fight you potentially see in the future?
Listen, I'm British, Commonwealth, soon to be European. I don't really need him. But you know, when you got everybody you speak to, when you're going to smash him up, this and that, and he is arrogant. Everybody don't like him. I think he's a little prick, to be honest with you. But you know, what really can you do about it? Listen, I would love to fight him. I don't want to go in and hurt anybody, never. But I'd love to get in there and just put him through pain and just hurt him so bad and embarrass him because his dad embarrassing boxing. Who right? Can he actually beat? Can he beat? He can never ever beat Golovkin, and his dad goes and says he can beat Golovkin. He's insulting everybody's intelligence by saying that. Golovkin would probably beat him, me, and every other middleweight we've got on the same night. Let's have it right, yeah. Let's speak realistically now. How is he going to do that? He's terrible. He's Chris Eubank Jr. He's right. He ain't got no bottle, no arse at all. That's what he ain't got, no bottle. And I'll slap him so hard. Be a joke.
This is a fight that could be bigger in a year's time.
Listen, Coop, do you know what? Really, honestly, I don't care if it's big or it's in your call. I just love to get in there and punch and smash him out. I love it. I swear to God, I'd fight him outside. I'd just love to beat him. If it wasn't for the boxing border control, I'd punch into him. Honestly, I hate him.
Why do you think there was a no-show from him today?
I don't know, because he thinks, it's disrespectful really, because, you know, it's a good show going on, and like, you got to do it for the fans, you know. I think the only reason why I need or would like to fight him is over the fans, you know what I mean? I think that Chris Eubank is very disrespectful by just not turning up at any press conference. You don't do that. If you're late, you can't help it. But, you know, just not to show up at any press conference, not only big press conferences like this, any press conference at all, is very disrespectful.
How's the hand?
Yeah, it's coming on good. Starting sparring next week, so looking forward to that. Got some good sparring coming in. Hopefully Spike O'Sullivan, Nick Blackwell, and a few others was mentioned. So, you know, some top sparring coming in, and we'll see how the hand holds up. But hopefully it's all good. I'm sparring down your neck of the woods as well.
Just literally round the corner from me.
Around the corner,
I can actually walk there.
You can walk
or
there,
I could jog there. Really, I do that every 6 o'clock in the morning.
There's not a lot of jogging coming from you, Coop.
How do you know? Listen, if you're there at 6 o'clock in the morning, you'll see me. I've got a big orange luminous coat on. And I'll do the circuit round that way.
You drag the horse and cart, Brian. The old cart, Brian. You run up the road.
You know you can't get a horse and cart down that lane where you've got to go, isn't
Yeah, of course you can. Always, yeah, you could easily.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're here with Tom Little today?
Tom Badman, not so little, yeah? Bodyguard, isn't he? He's the bodyguard.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a conversation the other day. How do you think he'd fare against Anthony Joshua?
Listen, like he says, he don't want to get in the ring for nothing. I think that, you know, if you're going to take good fights like that, you're going to have to get paid well. And, you know, I think it'd be the best test for Joshua Safar if they take the fight. But, you know, I know that, you know, I rate him. I rate Joshua very, very good. But, you know, Tom would be a very, very good test for him. You know, Tom can chuck a few elements of surprises up as well. I've seen him spar. You know, I've seen him spar Gisora and that, and, you know, he does well.
And just finally, what did you make of the whole Wembley thing the other day, Frost and Groves? What did you think?
Oh, lovely. One of the best shows I've seen. Fair play, hats off, good show, very good show.
Alright, listen, Billy, thanks for talking to IFL TV, and we'll catch up with you soon.
No problem.
Alright, thanks mate.